I am on Patreon, and Patreon is a platform where I will upload interesting videos where you can learn astrology. Connect with me on Patreon, and we will grow. And I will give you much more deep insights on Vedic astrology, and lot more secrets will be shared there. Hello Seekers, welcome to Punneits Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. Now Sun will go in the sign of Virgo on 16th of September. For 1 month, Sun will be in Virgo zodiac sign. On the day Sun enters the Virgo zodiac sign, it finds Ketu. But on the other hand, there is a very strong Moon and Saturn conjunction on the same date. And then 2 days later, there is a lunar eclipse. I have made a video about technical breakdown of Sun transit in Virgo. You will see the thumbnail here, and the technical breakdown of lunar eclipse for all ascendant. You can see the thumbnail here. You can watch those videos after you watch this video. All the videos are uploaded in the channel. Now, what you have to see is that this Sun and Ketu conjunction is very important because this is happening before Pitra Paksh, the 14 days of dedicated to the Pitras. That means your ancestors. And Sun and Ketu is actually your Pitras. If you see the first nakshatra of Leo, it is Magha. It is a Sun and Ketu conjunction. So how unique this is that just before the Pitra Paksha, Sun and Ketu are coming together. A very good time to do Pitra Dosha Shanti, Pitra Gayatri Mantra, solving Pitra Dosh in the Kundali, also doing Tarpan for your ancestors and solving those issues. And this kind of spiritually resolves a lot of things in your life. On the other hand, Jupiter also aspects the Sun and Ketu conjunction, making it very important for you to apologize for your own past life karma. So even if you cannot do the Pitra Puja, at least you should sit in front of the temple and chant Vishnu Sahasranam and just apologize for any bad karma that you might have done in the past life that you don't even know because you don't remember. That goes a long way because that is a complete surrender to Mahavishnu. Now, let's understand for each ascendant quickly what this transit has to offer. But before that, I would like you to subscribe to my channel because your subscription really means a lot. Also, like the video and put your comments in the comment section so that I also get suggestions on what type of videos you want to make. If you want to book a comprehensive system-generated Kundali PDF, which is an overview of your horoscope, a sneak peek into 10 years of your life, and also a bonus numerology section, the link is in the description box below. It may not be a replacement of consultation, but it is a great way to give a good read because 300 pages is more like a book dedicated to your horoscope. And if you want to take my consultations, you can drop me an email. The email ID is in the description box. Let's start ascendant-wise analysis. Aries ascendant. For Aries, Sun will be moving in your 6th house, and the Sun, Ketu and then Venus exiting from the 6th house is kind of a dual effect. One, the Sun is your 5th lord, it goes in the 6th house. When it joins with Ketu, this can be a kind of a much needed release, emotional release for you. This can be that you are leaving your hometown, your home country and moving to abroad for education, for job purposes. So if you are trying to relocate to a certain location, this is going to be a very good time for you. On the other hand, you will have to take great care of your health, especially if you are sensitive with food related things. You need to be very careful and mindful of what you eat. Overall, your confidence can go up and then go down. So there will be days where you will feel very high in confidence, and there will be days where you will be very low in the confidence. So be very careful, and when you feel very low in confidence, try to talk with someone who is elderly. Taurus. Now in case of Taurus, Sun will be moving in your 5th house. This is your 4th lord going in the 5th house, and this is where the repair comes into picture. So if you want to repair your vehicle, if you want to repair your house, if you want to do some renovation, if you want to sell off an old asset, if you want to focus more on comfort in your life by giving up old learnings and teachings and trying to follow new ideas, this is going to be a very good time. Now for Taurus ascendant natives, there will be a retrograde Saturn in the 10th house, whereas Sun and Ketu conjunction in the 5th house. So this can create some problems with your children, some problems with your supervisors, especially related to the project that you have given your everything. So in this case, the recommendation will be to follow the path and expect less. Gemini. Now in case of Gemini, your third lord goes into the 4th house. Remember, 4th house Ketu is Maradkaraka. When your third lord goes in the 4th house, it shows that you are becoming desperate to rebuild yourself. You are trying to focus more on your own identity and you want to give up so many things and you want to restart so many things. This is a great time for personality development. This is a great time to follow your dream, follow your passion, but this will demand some sacrifices. Health of your father can create some sort of trouble. Also, home environment can become a little tensed. And if there are stuck up matters related to properties, related to vehicles, if there are court cases against you, you have to pray to Bhagwan Surya by chanting Surya Gayatri Mantra. Overall, a 4th house Sun and Ketu can be a little troublesome, so deal things with patience. Cancer. For Kark Lagna, Sun rules your 2nd house, your Dhan house and your house of security, and this Sun goes into the 3rd house. A 3rd house Sun and Ketu conjunction shows that you should do things, good things for others and then forget. Because if you are focusing too much, then you will see less and less of the result. Also, there can be challenges, an ego battle between siblings and cousins. So be careful there. And whatever decision you take, especially related to your family and finances, on one hand you will gain, but on the other hand, you may face certain challenges, like you take things from one hand and you have to, in exchange, give few things. So be ready for that give and take. Leo. In case of Leo ascendant, the Sun, which is your ascendant lord, goes in the 2nd house. A 2nd house Sun is very auspicious, but this time it is with Ketu, which means it is going to highlight issues and put your attention into issues that have not been addressed for a very long time. So this is maybe a situation where you will have to face your fears and insecurities, fight them, take control and be a better version of yourself. Financially, this can be a very good time because this is going to give some key instructions and ideas that can resolve long-standing financial issues in your life. But you have to be careful when you're dealing with elders in your family, because this can create certain war-like situation and ego tussle, point of view differences between people of two separate generations. For Virgo, Sun is entering your 1st house. This is a Sun and Ketu in the 1st house. This can create extreme personality issues, and this can create an identity crisis for many people, especially if your Sun is weak. But if in your horoscope, if Sun is strong, this can be like a new life. You know, a Sun and Ketu conjunction is like from one area of life you are getting moksha. You are being free, and then you are moving to a very different, a very new area of life. You are moving from one spectrum to the other spectrum. Ketu Sun is more like going away from the visible spectrum and then realizing that there is so much to explore. So this is more about self-exploration, but you will be too much dependent upon the feedback from other people. And this means you can change yourself, not because you want to, but because somebody else have said that. Stay careful, take control of your ego and anger. Libra. Now in case of Libra, Sun rules your 11th house and this goes in the 12th house. This can be detrimental to your confidence. This can make you feel isolated and this can make you feel a little low in confidence. But this is with respect to what others have to say. So don't worry about the feedback, but focus on your own confidence or your own intelligence and be confident at what you do. Your self-confidence, your self-realization and self-worthiness is going to play a vital role while Sun will be in the Dwadash Bhav. Sun and Ketu in the 12th house can also influence your father's health or health of your grandparents. In this case, chanting Surya Gayatri Mantra, doing Yajna and Havan. If you have Pitradosh, resolving Pitradosh by doing a puja of Pitra Gayatri Mantra will be very helpful for all of you who are Libra ascendant. You can also see that you are losing friends and gaining new friends. Don't remember your old friends when you make the new ones. Scorpio. Now in case of Scorpio, Sun is your career lord, and this is going to initiate a career change. This can be very good for people who want to change their domain, change their company, who wants to move into a different spectrum of their career, and who wants to try something new. So if you want to experiment with your knowledge, if you want to do some certification, this is a very good time. But because you are frustrated, if you jump into a brand new career with no knowledge, it's like you moving into a brand new territory. Be careful. A lot of people might choose to switch from government sector to private and vice versa. Whatever you do, you should know the implications of your actions. If you know what you're doing and you know what you gain out of that, you will be able to achieve a lot during this time. Otherwise, this can be a sudden surprise that can hit your confidence as well as your career and salaries. Sagittarius. In case of Sagittarius, the Sun is your 9th lord and it goes in the 10th house. Suryadev going in the 10th house is a very good sign, and this also counters the presence of Chaya Graha Ketu in the Dasham Bhav. Venus and Ketu has caused a lot of problems in your career, but this time when Sun goes, you will change the way you operate in the company, you will change the way you follow your approach, and these changes will come handy in establishing a new rapport, a new type of style in your work. This can also mean that few people may not agree and a lot of people may stay away from your actions, but if you are confident at what you are doing, keep moving. This also means that for entrepreneurs, it's going to be a very good time, but for people who are in a job for a very long time, this can create problems, this can create confidence issues, and this can create crisis because you are being made redundant. In all these cases, try to look for a change. Capricorn. In case of Capricorn, Sun rules your 8th house. It goes into the 9th house with Ketu. This is going to hit you with sense of reality. This is going to give you a big reality check and also give you an idea about new horizon. New discoveries are going to happen. You are going to see new things happening with you every single day, which means that if you keep moving in the right direction, eventually you will collect all positive and you will reject all negative. 9th house is the house of belief system. It is the house of dharma. When Sun and Ketu goes there, you are going to question your own belief system, or the circumstances will make you a non-believer. In all these cases, be practical, be scientific, and follow the approach of being a student of life. For Aquarius Ascendant, this is your 7th lord going into the 8th house. This brings great changes in your business and marriage. This can create issues with your in-laws because of Sun and Ketu. This can also create health issues. So what you have to do is you will have to be very, very careful. When your 7th lord goes into the 8th house, this also can create a sudden break or separation in marriage. What you have to do is be polite, be humble, and focus more on investments. This Sun and Ketu can also create another investment in your life, which can make you a little bit worried. But what you have to do is see the long-term implication and not the short-term future. Overall, Sun in the 8th house is also going to highlight your mistakes. If you are accepting and if you are ready to change, a lot of positive energies are going to show you the positive side of everything. For career, this is going to be a very important time, and for investment, or if you want an investor, you need to be very, very careful about the legal terms because a lot of things can be missed. You may overlook many things. Health of your father can suddenly be a challenge. For Pisces, Sun rules your 6th house and it goes into the 7th house. A 7th house Sun and Ketu means in order to establish equilibrium, you may have to literally let go of a lot of things in your life. This might mean that you are no longer listening to the circumstance and you are more focused on your own self, which is a good thing. But on the other hand, you should not become too ignorant, otherwise the problems will start interfering and something that was hidden is now right in front of you. There will be enemies who will be exposed. There will be people whose intentions will be exposed during this time. If you are practical, you will be able to handle it quite well because of Jupiter being in the 3rd house and aspecting the 7th house, Sun and Ketu. Your action should be dharmic and you should be more focused on learning rather than preaching.